and welcome back to my channel. In this video today, I'm gonna continue the topic of our higher self, which if you have not seen part 1, I suggest you watch that first before watching this video. The higher self is our true self, is who we truly are. We are not this body. We are a higher consciousness. Our true higher self is who we truly are. Our higher self is our future and highly evolved self. On this video, I want to tell you how to communicate with your higher self. We are not separated from our higher self. We are not separated from anyone. Separation is an illusion. But there are ways that you can communicate with your inner self, your higher self, your Christ consciousness. How to communicate with your higher self? Number 1, yoga. Yoga means union. Union with your true self. Union with your higher self. Union of your mind, body, and soul, and who you truly are. Through yoga, you are able to meditate. You are able to communicate with parts of your body that you could be disconnected from. And because you are now practicing union with yourself, is an automatic way to definitely communicate with your higher self. Number 2, through meditation. Through meditation, you can easily communicate your higher self. When we meditate, we quiet the mind. And we don't allow our thoughts to control us. Eventually, of course, at first, we still, have some resistance with how to quiet the mind. And we think that if we get thoughts, that we shouldn't think about it. No. That's not what meditation is. Meditation is quieting the mind, allowing the thoughts to come, but then releasing it. And through meditation, we are able to hear our higher self, not with a voice, but with a feeling. I describe this as getting like waves of energy come to me, like just come down and pass through my body, and I just hear my higher self and I connect to my higher self. But again, we're never separated from who we truly are. They're just ways that we can consciously communicate with our true self. You awakened, you are guided by your higher self to love yourself. A lot of us that experience a spiritual awakening have gone through so much pain of any kind, whether emotionally, mentally, physically. We have gone through so much. So when we're spiritually awakened, we know the purpose of everything that we have gone through. And now we have our true self guiding us on this journey, letting us know how much we're loved, how much we are guided and protected. So your higher self is going to guide you to love yourself unconditionally. So you will start the journey of self-love. And the way you surrender to your higher self is by just allowing the guidance. Don't resist it, don't fight it. Just allow the guidance, because your higher self is you. And your higher self only wants the best for you, because who you truly are is happy, is joyful, is playful, like a child. Number 3, by journaling. As you can tell, I'm always journaling. I always have my Harry Potter notebook here. No, I'm a nerd. But anyway, which I'm almost done. Forgive my handwriting. I know my handwriting is horrible, but I'm always journaling, and any thoughts that come to my mind, I want to write it down. I want to keep a memory of it, because I know that when I go back and read it, I'm gonna get an answer. And I actually have done that. I just start reading through it and I start to get answers to questions. That's also another thing. By journaling, when you communicate with your higher self, you can ask your higher self questions. You can ask anything and you will get the answer right away. Sometimes even through songs, you can get an answer from your higher self. Your higher self is always guiding you, and your higher self knows who you truly are. It knows you because it's you. And it knows your deepest desires, and it knows what you want to achieve, and it wants to help you, along with the universe, help you create the life you truly want. Spiritually awakened, you will go through an ego death, and we go through ego death many times because our ego is not meant to harm us, it's meant to protect us. But a lot of times the ego will tell you, it's your imagination, stop it, things like that. But again, we have to trust, and we become children again. Children just trust. So whatever you're getting in your mind, just write it down, and later on you can go back to what you have written, and you're gonna see how your higher self was communicating with you, with whatever thoughts that come to your head, with whatever image. Even though I don't know how to draw perfectly, whatever image comes to my mind, I try to draw it and then I understand what my higher self is trying to tell me. Just trust. What's wrong with having an imagination anyway? Imagination helps us so much. It helps us create. It helps us believe. What's wrong with that? Just because we are adults doesn't mean that we're not gonna, just be big kids at heart, right? It doesn't mean that we're gonna stop imagining. So just have that in mind. Your ego could tell you it's all in your head, but just trust. Just trust that you are receiving the answers and the guidance that you need. Because when you are on the right path, you will always find a way to get answers to whatever question you have, and you will get clarity. Number 4, simply through dreams. When we dream, again, our ego is not awake, is not as active like when we are awake, right? So when you're asleep, your higher self can easily send you messages and guidance through dreams. Why am I saying true dreams? Through dreams. Because we are more receptive, we are more open, we just allow the messages to come, the dreams to come. And even if you don't remember the dream you had, in your subconscious mind, whatever message your higher self wanted you to receive is stored there. And when you least expect it, it will be there to assist you when you need to. Everything is divinely guided and everything is divinely orchestrated. So through dreams, if you remember your dreams when you wake up, write them down right away. Again, journaling helps you communicate with your higher self. So when you awakened and you remember the dream, because a lot of times we don't, a lot of times we do. So what I do myself is that I have my notebook close to my bed with a pen. So it doesn't matter what time I wake up. A lot of times I wake up at 3, 4 in the morning. And if I had a dream that I want to remember or that I believe to be symbolic and to hold an answer, I right away want to write it down. And a lot of times while writing it down, I'm getting a lot of insight of what my higher self wanted to tell me. You had the power all along, Dorothy. So yes, you have the power to communicate to who you truly are. 4 ways to communicate to your higher self, to your true self, to your evolved self, to your higher consciousness. So these are things that I have practiced and tried myself, so I know that they work. If someone would have told me a year and a half ago that I would have like stopped making videos about beauty and now I'm focusing on inner beauty and I'm speaking about all these woo-woo things, I wouldn't have believed it. But you know what? I trust and I believe, and there's nothing wrong with that. So just make videos like this because I know there's so many people that awakens and they don't know that they have spirit guides, that their ancestors are with them, that they have a higher self, that the ascended masters are also with you, like Buddha and Jesus Christ. And there's so many, you have so much guidance, love, and admiration from these beautiful beings. So don't ever believe you're alone, because you're not. I always say that in my videos because a lot of times you could feel alone on this journey, because as you start vibrating higher and higher and higher, the people who were closest to you, even spouses, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you start not to resonate with them, and your life is going to change dramatically. Your eating habits, my higher self has even told me exercise, get healthy, because even though I always been small, I wasn't exercising as much anymore or doing yoga. So your higher self guides you to take care of your physical body. You know, you live longer when you take care of your physical body. I believe that when you eat better, you know, you don't have any habits like smoking, drinking, drugs and things like that. You live longer because our body is a sacred temple. I believe that so much. So your higher self will always guide you and communicate with you on how to take care of yourself, of itself, of its 3D self. Hello. Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in one more time for my videos. I will see you guys later. I love you. Namaste.